some people are really going through it. At the end of a work week, working graveyard shift, me and a friend, we go and get coffee so we don't lose our hours to spend away from work. And we happen to have gotten out a little bit early this day, and we got to the coffee shop and it wasn't open for another 30 minutes because it is early as hell. So me and Buddy parked the car, we checked the time, and we're just in the city, so it's like, hey, let's just like walk around the block a couple times. It's fine. And we start off walking, and it takes us about 15 minutes to walk through the park and around the block one time. And it's like, oh, we got another 15 minutes. Let's just go one more time, and then we'll go back to the car, grab everything we need, and then walk to the coffee shop. So we start our second lap, and this woman comes up from the next block over and just starts walking towards us, and she's already crying. And, you know, she's kind of a frail, scrawny looking woman, and she clearly has some issues. She's already, like, being very, she's already sobbing very loudly. And as soon as she gets to us, within, like, 6 feet of us, she's like, hey, do you have a phone? Last time I checked, pretty much everybody has a phone in America. Like, it's hard to live without one. I could definitely see how she would ask if she could use our phone, and it would be kind of normal. Like, oh, my phone's dead, something's wrong with my phone. No, she didn't have a phone. And I did see everything she had. She didn't have a phone. Later on that, I'll say how. And I didn't want to lie to the lady. And my buddy's freaking out. He didn't want to say whether or not we had a phone or not. He maybe wanted to say his phone was dead, but I was like, I got 13% left on my phone. It's after work. It's fine. I'll give this woman a couple of minutes of my time. She's clearly going through it. Maybe one day whenever I'm going through it, someone will help me. So I take out my phone, and I'm like, I can dial the number for you and use speakerphone. It's fine. But, I can't let you use my phone, lady. She said that's okay, but she's already, like, starting the waterworks again. It's starting... She's getting kind of, like, upset again. And, she starts saying a string of numbers. This is like, 703, 209, ha-da-da, ha-da, ha-ha. It's just like, okay, what was that number again? And then I had her repeat it, and I punched it in, and I was showing her on my phone, what numbers I was pressing. And by the time she had finished that first phone number, it was about 12 or 13 numbers. And I said, ma'am, this isn't going to dial. This isn't a phone number. It's too many numbers. She's like, what does that mean? What does it mean? I'm like, it means it's not going to call anybody. You got to give me a valid phone number. So she starts, like, looking through her bag and stuff. She's got, like, a little, like a small backpack, like about this big. It is so small. It is very red, and it's just open. It has been open the whole time. And she kind of, like, took a step towards me, and I'm like, hold on now. I put my hand on my pocket knife, because I don't want to fuck with that. I don't know if she's going through her bag for any kind of gun or knife or anything. Needle. She had meth scars, or, like, when someone, like, scratches their neck and they have, like, blisters all over their neck. Her teeth are really, like, messed up. She's going through it. And I'm like, hey, back up. We don't need a bad situation here. I will defend myself. And she backed up a little bit. And my buddy's still, like, looking around. There might be a person because we're standing, like, in the middle of a park. And, we're not up against a wall or anything. We can't, like, we're completely open around us. So it might sound a little ridiculous that I'm afraid of this like 90-pound woman soaking wet, but I didn't know the situation. I was just trying to be helpful. Didn't want to have anything bad happen to me for trying to be helpful. And she throws her bag on the ground, like throws it on the ground, and she's like losing it. It's like, I can't remember that fucking damn number. I can't remember anything. And I'm like, ugh. And at this time, I can kind of see that she has like a hospital bracelet around her arm. And I'm like, oh, okay. So she, clearly she's either been to the hospital or like some kind of like ward. Maybe she has been held against her will somewhere, or she checked herself in to get some help. Something. She has been in a facility recently. And can't find the number. She finally pulls out a little note out of her pocket, and it's got like crumbles upon crumbles. Like this looks like the oldest note you've ever seen in your life. And I dial one of the numbers on it because she's able to actually tell me what number it is. And I punch it in, and it says, "This number has not been assigned." Which I've never heard that. I'm like, oh, okay, shit. Well, okay. And I tell her, hey, did you hear that? It says that this number doesn't exist. I can dial it again, but it's just going to be the same thing. She's like, dial it again. So I did. And of course, it doesn't even ring. It just says this number has not been assigned. She starts losing it again, and then she's trying to remember another phone number, and she starts losing it again. And I'm just like looking at my buddy like, oh man, as soon as this is over, we need to turn around and go. But I didn't say it out loud because I'm still trying to be, do my one good deed for the day, helping out a crackhead in my town. And then she looks back at that really crumpled up note again, and it does have a second number on it, and that one does work. I dial it. And, it's 6:30 in the morning, which, or 6:45 in the morning. No one's really awake at this time. And it does go to voicemail. And it's like, hey, it's Haley, leave a message. And I'm like, okay, Haley, I would really like it if you picked up after I called again. So I'm like, hey, it's really early. I'm going to dial it again, Wrong number. I don't answer them. Maybe she'll answer a second call that's trying to reach her so she knows someone's trying to call her. So I'll call it again. And, I hear, hey, it's Haley, blah, blah, blah. And she doesn't want to leave a message. Don't know why. Sorry, Haley, for calling you at 6:45 twice in the morning like a belligerent person. And I tell her this, and she starts to, like, break down, like, really bad. And I neglected to tell you this, but she had like a really tall painting. It was thin, like about this wide, and it was very tall. It was oddly shield shaped. And it was like some black and white photos, 3 black and white photos that went across the whole piece of wood. It wasn't like a painting. It was like it had a bunch of portraits on it. And she drops it in the middle of the park, and she starts running. And she's like saying, "You son of a bitch, you bastard!" And she's just like running across the street into like the nearest gas station. Don't know what the fuck that was about. So it's like, "Hey man, would you like to go get some coffee now?" And he says yes. So we go back to the car, we turn around, and start walking towards the coffee shop. We go get our coffee, and we have a good time.